So guys, yeah, welcome to the last class of Group 2, guys. Now, first important thing, better, the results are just out. We got All India 36th rank in CA Inter. The trend continues, guys. We've been getting back-to-back ranks since November 2018. Yeah, I believe. So that's the attempt, guys, from which in every single attempt as such better in which the exams were conducted, there have been constant ranks. I'm pretty confident about Jan 2025 attempt as such. Jan 2025 attempt. Yours is May 2025. All right, guys. The trend has to continue as such better. So you guys will have to take the lead. The next important thing better was a student in foundation has managed to score 92 in law. And that is Devansh better. Huh. Devansh Agarwal, yeah. He got 92 in law, guys. He got 98 in max. He lost a little in accounts as such, guys. Otherwise, he would have been the top scorer of India. So, uska accounts mein marks अच्छे खासे लग गए. But anyways, he's getting the paper. We'll see what went wrong in accounts. Otherwise, but definitely as such, but he would have scored 360 plus or 365 plus in foundation. But anyways, guys, the foundation result has also been phenomenally very high as such, guys. CA Inter का भी result हमारा अभी compile नहीं हुआ बेटा. Obviously, the results just came out. We're compiling the results. But Pan India, the pass percentage is 5.9 or something, guys. Please do not go by the percentage, guys, that it is very less. Please do not go by it. Do not forget this attempt. There was no student who was writing for the first time. मतलब ये attempt last year there was no foundation September attempt, guys. Whoever load foundation in last year December are eligible to write in Jan 2025 directly. I'm not against anything as such, but I'm just telling you that 95% or 90% of the crowd was only repeaters as such, guys, who wrote in May 24 who couldn't clear and who are writing in. ऐसे कभी भी जब होता है बेटा, usually the pass percentages are a little lower, and so you should not literally go by these percentages and assume that the pass percentage is very very less and are they going to continue this and all of that. ऐसा नहीं होने वाला है बेटा. In fact, the marking was pretty good only as such, guys. Students have scored really good marks as such better. So many of them have got exemptions as such, guys, in so many subjects. So that way they've been very lenient in correction. In spite of that, the pass percentage was a little lower. So that is only because of the composition of the students who write the exams as such, guys. You will not see this happening in Jan 2025 attempt. You will not see this happening in May 2025 attempt. September 2025 attempt also. From the next year, guys, Jan 2026, Jan wala attempt percentages will be little lower. Again, obvious reasons, guys. The ones who are writing will either be the ones who did not clear foundation in the first attempt or who did not clear inter in the first attempt. Usually that's a composition. That is why, guys, मतलब pass percentages of those attempts are usually lower. That's the only reason. Otherwise, no, guys. ठीक है? Now let us quickly finish all of this, guys. We were done till case scenario number 12, guys. All the previous case scenarios done, right, guys? Done, guys. Khatam. Nahi, beta. Let's finish the remaining 6 case scenarios, guys. Question number 13, beta, first. Online students, hope you're all concentrating. Thank you, guys. Congratulations, all right. I'm taking this. Congratulations on behalf of my students. Now, NV Industries Limited. So many students texted, beta, कि sir, aa raha hu, and I'll be like, nahi. अभी बिजी हूँ मैं, क्योंकि यहाँ पे क्लास भी तो लेना है ना बेटा मेरे को. उसके हाँ कब बोला 7-8 बजे. Yes, guys, back to this better. ऐसे just देख रहा था बेटा बस. NV Industries Limited is a manufacturing industry which manages its accounts receivables internally by its sales and credit department. It supplies small articles to different industries. The total sales ledger of the company stands at 200 lakhs, of which 80% is credit sales. The company has a credit policy of 2/40 net 120. Past experience of the company has been that on an average, out of the total, 50% of customers avail of cash discount and the balance of the receivables are collected on an average in 120 days. Do you recall doing the same question in the class? This was the question, guys, in which average collection period was not given. So I said you should compute it by how better? 50% of 40 days and 50% of 120 days. Collectively, guys, the average collection period beta will become 80 days. Hi, na, guys. 50% of 40 plus 50% of 120, guys, that will become 80 days. Now, The finance controller estimated bad debts are around 1% of credit sales, with escalating costs associated with in-house management of debtors, coupled with the need to unburden the management with the task so as to focus on sales promotion. The CFO is examining the possibility of outsourcing its factoring service for managing its receivables. Currently, the firm spends about 2,40,000 per annum to administer its credit sales. These are avoidable as a factoring firm is prepared to buy the firm's receivables. The main elements of the proposal are as under. It will charge 2% commission. It will pay advance against receivables to the firm at an interest rate of 18% after withholding 10% as reserve. Also, the company has an option to take long-term loan at 15% interest or may take working capital finance at 14%. This may not be required, guys. They're just telling ये कब आएगा बेटा into consideration if they ask us to compare what is better, effective cost of factoring is better or in-house management is better. Won't we compare effective cost of factoring with this? Yes or no, guys? Do you remember we did that in a question? After computing effective cost of factoring better, we compare with the banker's interest rate to determine what is better. Consider a year is 360 days. Arrive at the following answers. What will be the average level of receivables? How much advance will the factor have to pay against receivables? What is the annual cost of factoring? What is the net cost to the company on taking factoring service? What is the effective cost of factoring on advance received? Can we quickly do this? Yes or no, guys? या फिर should I say refer class notes? लिख लेते बेटा फटाफट. 13th question ना अभी 2 मिनट में कर लेंगे guys. What is your average collection period बेटा? 50% बेटा pay in how many days? 40 days. They avail cash discount. हाँ या ना बेटा? बाकी का 50% बेटा pays in how many days? Remaining 50% बेटा they pay in 120 days, guys. So this will become how much बेटा? They do not avail cash discount. So our average collection period beta will become 80 days. What are your credit sales for the year, guys? Credit sales for the year beta is 160 lakhs. What will be your average receivable? It will be 160 lakhs multiplied by 80 divided by 360. Do you remember, guys? The numbers were exactly the same that we did in the class. Thank you, guys, online students. So yeah, after this beta, what are we going to write, guys? You will have to deduct reserve, guys. Kitna hai beta reserve? Reserve, guys, is 10%. So that reserve of 10% beta will become 3,55,556. कितना बच जाएगा बेटा? 32 lakhs. What is the commission that the factoring agency is charging? Commission that they're charging beta is 2%. That will become. Do not forget that it will be on average receivable beta. 2% of 35 lakhs 55,556, 71,111. Deduct this beta and you'll get 31 lakhs 28,889. On this amount we were liable to pay interest, guys. 31,28,889 multiplied by 18%, guys, for how many days? 80 days. 1 lakh 156. What's the net amount received, guys? 30 lakhs 3,733. With this we are done with the first two bits. We have answered the first two bits, guys. We have computed average receivable. We have also computed, guys, Yes, better. After this, guys, please look at the requirement. Are they asking us to compute cost for 80 days, guys, or are they asking us to compute annual cost? In the class, we used to write cost for 80 days, beta. In the end, we used to multiply by 360 by 80. Can you directly write cost per annum now? Yes or no? Difference between the third bit and the fourth bit, beta, is third bit is without savings, fourth bit is with savings. Third bit is annual cost, fourth bit is net cost. So for the fourth bit, you should deduct savings. For the third bit, you should not deduct savings. Cost per annum, guys, now. क्या है बेटा? इंटरेस्ट कितना है बेटा पूरे साल का? For 80 days, how much did they charge? So into 360 by 80. 200, 202. Yes or no, guys? कमीशन बेटा पूरे साल के लिए दे विल चार्ज ऑन 160 lakhs सेल्स. 160 lakhs के ऊपर 2%. 3,20,000. What is your total cost beta? 8 lakh. This will become the answer to third requirement, guys. Answer to third requirement beta is 8,83,202. आया बेटा सबको ये? Please compute savings, guys. Deduct and write net cost. Yes, beta. Anurag, what is the net saving, beta? Still doing it. What are your bad debts, guys? Savings 160 lakhs के ऊपर कितना? 1%. How much will that be? Credit administration cost. $2,40,000. What they did not consider it as cash discount, but we know that we have to compulsorily consider it. हाँ या ना, guys? Cash discount कितना है बेटा? On 160 lakhs, guys, what percentage? 50% पे 2%, guys. All put together. What is the net cost, beta? हाँ बेटा? 8,83,202 minus 5,60,000. 3,23,202. वहाँ पे जो आंसर है ना बेटा, वहाँ पे यू कैन राइट दैट दे डिड नॉट कंसिडर व्हाट? कैश डिस्काउंट एज सेविंग्स. Cash discount as savings was not considered. Cash discount as savings was not considered. लिखे बेटा वो कैश डिस्काउंट एज सेविंग्स वाज नॉट कंसिडर्ड बोल के. नाउ व्हाट इज द इफेक्टिव कॉस्ट ऑफ फैक्टरिंग, गाइस? Effective cost of factoring, beta. 3,23,202 should be divided, guys, by the net amount received. 30 lakhs 3,733. 10 point what beta? 76%. This was exactly the answer that we got in class beta. 10.76%. Are we all clear about this? आया बेटा सबको ये? Any doubt in this? आइंदा इधे बेटा अभी तो मैं बोला ना वहां पे did you not write a note guys that I say I did not consider what? So वो उनका कितना आंसर आ रहा है बेटा? 4,83,200. So based on that as such बेटा you will get the answer as 16.09. If you consider cash discount beta, it will become 3,23,200 and the answer is 10.76%. Are we clear? Question number 14 guys. 14th one beta is related to working capital computation guys as well as factoring. Armor LLP is a newly established startup dealing in manufacturing of a revolutionary product HDHMR, which is a substitute to conventional wood and plywood. It is an economical substitute for manufacturing of furniture and home furnishing. It has been asked by a venture capitalist for an estimated amount of funds required for setting up a plant and also the amount of circulating capital required. A consultant hired by the entity has advised that the cost of setting up the plant was 5 crores and it will require 1 year to make the plant operational. The anticipated revenue and associated cost numbers are as follows. What I want you to understand better is that this is the first year of operations. Isn't this a new product? If this is the first year of operations and it's a new product, guys, what did we learn about working capital computation? There will be no opening stocks. Because you do not have opening stocks, guys, number of units produced will not be equal to number of units sold. Raw material consumed will not be equal to raw material purchased. Haya na guys? Please keep that in mind. Are we clear? I will read the information below the requirement first, beta, this yahan tak, and then I will come back to that data. ठीक है? Being a new product in the industry, the firm will have to give a longer credit period of 3 months to its customers. It will maintain a stock of raw material, guys, equal to 15% of annual consumption. Based on negotiation with the creditors, the payment period has been agreed to be 1 month from the date of purchase. The entity will hold finished goods equal to 2 months of units to be sold. All other expenses are to be paid 1 month in arrears. Cash and bank balances to the tune of 25 lakhs is required to be maintained. So this and the above information, guys, is sufficient as such beta to arrive at what? The entire amount of working capital computation. Did you not do similar questions in class, guys? If they give us these details, beta, will I, जैसे first bit beta पूछता है, what is the amount of anticipated profit before tax per annum? Once we know all the details, beta, we can present cost sheet statement, and then second bit beta is computing estimated current assets and then arriving at net working capital. अभी तक जो भी data पढ़े, that is related to these 3 bits. All right, can we answer this first and then we will worry about the remaining bits, क्योंकि वो भी anyways they're not related to these MCQs at all as such beta. समझ में आ रहा है क्या बोल रहा हूँ? Yes or no, guys? Now beta, first thing, what will you write, guys, here? First year of operations. Because it is the first year of operations as such, guys, what will not be equal to what? No opening stock of finished goods and raw material. Production will not be equal to sales. Purchases beta will not be equal to consumption. अपना annual sales in units कितना है बेटा? Annual sales, guys, in units 3 lakh square meters in square meters. ठीक है, जो भी है 3 lakh square meters. What is the finished goods inventory to be maintained? Just read that data below the table, guys. Finished goods stock to be maintained. हाँ बेटा, finished goods stock beta is 2 months sales, yes or no? So 3 lakhs multiplied by 2 by 12 beta. What do you think will be your production? Production will become 3 lakh 50,000 square meters. Can you all present cost sheet based on this now? First take manufacturing expenses for 3 lakh 50 and write minus closing stock of finished goods. So you will automatically get COGS for 3 lakhs. Can you all do this, guys? Yes, guys. Yes, beta Yuk. So that is cost. We are not computing effective annual return. We are computing annualized return only. So that is correct. Because even if you compute cost for 80 days, you will multiply into 360 by 80. You will get annualized return. So that is fine. There is no problem with that. Now, guys, how much will be your raw material cost, beta? Per unit, कितना लगता है बेटा अपन को यहाँ पे? 200 rupees. So I'll write 3,50,000, guys, multiplied by 200. How much will that be, guys? I'm writing the amount in lakhs beta here. 700 lakhs. Did you get this correct, guys? How much is the amount of wages, guys? This will be 3,50,000 beta into 150 rupees per unit. मैं direct 150 लिखूं? It is 50 rupees per hour, guys, multiplied by 3 hours. How much will this be? 525. How much are your cash manufacturing expenses? 3,50,000 beta multiplied by 75 into 2 hours beta 150 again. It is 75 per machine hour and every product needs 2 hours. 525. This total beta will become your cost of production, guys. How much is your cost of production? 1750. From this beta, please deduct closing stock of finished goods. Closing stock of finished goods कैसे करोगे बेटा? Whatever you just computed is the cost of how many units? 3,50,000. You have to proportionately take for how many units? 50,000. 250 lakhs. So what will be your cost of goods sold beta? Cost of goods sold beta is 1500 lakhs. To this I will add selling and distribution expenses. 3 lakh units multiplied by 250. 750. What is your cost of sales beta? 2250. What are your sales value, guys? 3 lakh square meters into 1000. 3000 lakhs. How much is your profit beta? Have you all done with the first bit? In the first bit, they've asked us to compute profit value, guys. Do you remember, guys? We did so many questions on this beta. There are no opening stocks. We can still arrive at the amount of your raw material requirements, guys. Yes, beta, सबका हो गया बेटा ये. Now, guys, can you tell me, beta, how much is closing stock of raw material, guys? How many months consumption are we holding, guys? Only 1 month. 15% of annual consumption. So 15% of annual consumption मतलब कितना बेटा? 15% of 15%, guys, of raw material consumed बेटा कितना था, guys, ऊपर 700 lakhs. That will be 105 lakhs. What will be your raw material purchases beta now? Won't that be consumption plus closing stock? Because there was no opening stock as such, guys, you will have to take consumption plus closing stock. Why do we need purchases? Creditors beta will be based on purchases. It will not be based on consumption. So raw material purchases beta are 805 lakhs. Yes, beta. Start computing working capital, guys. Yes, guys, are we all done? फिनिश गुड्स कितना है बेटा? नेक्स्ट गाइस, डेटार्स. Won't that be annual cost of sales into what is the credit period that we are offering, guys? So that'll be 2250 multiplied by 3 by 12, guys. Do you remember all of this, beta? How much is this? 5. ये inventory 50 lakhs correct है. कितना है? Finished goods 250 है ना? Raw material 105 correct है ना? Finished goods is 250 beta. Sorry, I wrote it 50 by mistake. And then beta cash balance कितना maintain करना है? That's it, right? Total current assets. Is it matching with what is given there? हो गया ना? Second bit का आंसर यही है ना? Current assets 942.5 lakhs, guys. Any doubt in this, guys? I hope you're all done with this, guys. Now can you tell me current liabilities, beta? What will be creditors for raw material, guys? Creditors for raw material, beta, will be credit purchases multiplied by what is the credit period that we are getting from suppliers, beta? 1 month. What are the total purchases in the month? 8 not? That into 1 by 12. 67.08333. ठीक है? Next, beta, do we have outstanding expenses? All expenses का कितना है, beta? All the payments are done in paid 1 month in arrears, guys. So you can add everything, guys, including wages, manufacturing expenses, and selling and distribution expenses. Wages कितने? 525. Manufacturing overheads 525. Selling overheads all put together 1800 lakhs into 1 by 12, beta. What are your total current liabilities? 217.08333. What will be your net working capital? 725.41667. Match हो गया बेटा ये भी. This is the answer to the third bit, guys. Net working capital requirement, beta. It is 725.41667. Any doubt in this, kids? Are you all done, beta? Now look at the next bit, guys. Fourth bit. We have to read the question for that. Is everyone done with net working capital? हो गया बेटा सबका ये? The entity is also considering reducing working capital requirement by either of the two options. Reducing credit period to customers by a month, which will lead to a reduction in sales by 5%. Full stop. Let us forget the other part again. They're telling us better that we can reduce the credit period that is being offered to our customers by 1 month. Right now, what is the credit period that you're offering to your customers? It will come down to? But reducing credit period by 1 month is going to negatively impact our sales by? We will end up losing 5% of our profit. What is the profit that you are making at present? 750 lakhs. If your sales reduce by 5%, beta, what is the amount of profit that you're foregoing? 750 lakhs ka 5%, beta. 37.5 lakhs. Won't I end up foregoing so much profit? But the advantage of reducing the credit period, guys, is also that your bad debts तो है ही नहीं बेटा यहाँ पे. Investment in debtors will reduce. There's no credit administration cost, nothing at all is such beta given. The only thing that you will talk about beta is that your bad debts will, sorry, your investment in debtors beta will reduce. Right now you will compute investment in debtors based on 3 months. Yes or no, guys? Revised beta will be based on 2 months, but do not forget revised beta will only be based on 95% of sales. Your cost of sales will not remain at 2250 lakhs. Your cost of sales also will reduce. Correct, guys? I'm talking about fourth bit, guys. You can copy later, beta. Please pay attention. Option 1 क्या beta? Reduce credit period by guys by 1 month. You will have to check 2 things, beta. First, I'm talking about impact on investment in debtors. कुछ भी beta. Existing, guys, it will be 2250 lakhs into 3 by 12. Credit period is 3 months. Yes or no? Revised beta, it will be 2250 lakhs का 95%. Why 95%? Sales are decreasing by 5%. इसका 2 by 12. How much is this? How much is this? First wala is how much? Next wala beta? 25. How much is the reduction, guys, in debtors? 206 point. This is the reduction in debtors. What is the impact on profit, guys? Profit will reduce by 5%. So that beta will be 750 lakhs into 5%. 37 point. Indirectly, guys, I am incurring a cost of 37.5 lakhs by reducing my investment by 206.25. हाँ या ना, guys? By reducing my investment beta by 206.25, am I not foregoing a profit of 37.5, guys? What is my effective cost beta? 37.5 lakhs is profit foregone to reduce investment by 206.25. 18.1818. अब पूरे बिट्स में बेटा एक ही तो बिट है जो 18.1818 से मैच कर रहा है. Do you think we have to worry about the second part, cost of factoring? But we'll still do it, guys. It's a different story. But you understood what I just did, guys? Indirectly, we are incurring a cost of 37.5 lakhs as such, guys, for a debt investment of 206.25 lakhs. This is how I computed the effective cost under option 1. Hi or na, guys? Now go back to the question. Everyone understood this? Right now, credit period is 3 months. We are reducing it to 2 months by 1 month. So we are computing what is the impact on investment in debtors. We are computing, guys, what is the impact on. Are we clear about this? Yes or no, guys? समझ में आ गया सबको? Very good, guys. Next part, beta. Question का. We can engage with a factor for managing receivables who will charge a commission of 2% of invoice value and will also advance 65% of receivables at 12% per annum. This will lead to a savings in admin cost and bad debt cost to the extent of 20 lakhs and 16 lakhs. Sir, why did we not consider this for option 1? Not given for option 1. अगर वो देता तो मैं definitely लेता बेटा, but then they wanted to simplify the answer. क्योंकि वहाँ पे proportionately कितना bad debt कम होगा, क्या होगा, everything will be difficult. Yes or no, guys? That is why, guys, here we have to compute cost of factoring, guys. He's charging 2%. अब यहाँ पे problem क्या है बेटा? Is this bit is not a typical factoring agreement. There is no reserve. हाँ या ना, guys? And do not say 35% is reserve, guys. 35% is not your reserve. When they say we are advancing 65%, that does not mean beta reserve is 35%. How are we supposed to calculate this, guys? Interest will direct. Abhi, right now, guys, what is your average receivable, guys? Factoring agency will not buy your receivables at cost. Factoring agency is going to buy your receivables at sales value. If your cost is 2250, sales value is 3000 lakhs. Will you sell at 2250? अपन को थोड़ी चैरिटी चलाना है बेटा. समझ में आ रहा है नहीं आ रहा है? So 3000 lakhs multiplied by 3 by 12. 700 and this is my average receivable, guys. Factoring agency as such, guys, is going to give me 65% of this. साइड में रखो बेटा, ठीक है? Are we clear about this? We have to pay commission as such, guys, in the entire year as such, beta. On what amount, guys? 3,000 lakhs. For the entire year, commission will be on 3,000 lakhs. For the entire year, beta, interest will be levied as such, guys. On this, कितना दे रहा है वो अपन को? 4. That multiplied by 12%. That I will compare, beta, with what is the reduction in my admin cost and the reduction in my bad debt cost. Once I do that as such, beta, I will be able to get the effective cost of factoring. वापस लिखा रहा हूँ बेटा, just सुनो. Option 2, guys. This is the only important bit of the entire question, guys. I'm 101% confident that you will be able to answer the first 3 bits, which was nothing but only working capital computation. 4th bit is also very simple, guys. You will be able to do it. Kuch 5th bit, sorry, is very simple. The only important bit, beta, is this bit, 4th bit. अब option 2 में beta factoring में average receivable, guys. This is at selling price. 3,000 lakhs multiplied by 3 by 12. How much by? 750 lakhs. Advance received 65% of 750 lakhs. ये factoring is the only topic है साथ बेटा which if you have noticed अभी तक अलग अलग assumptions आ चुके हैं अलग अलग जगह पे. You have to be very careful about it, guys. All right. So how much is this, beta? Now I will write, beta, cost per annum and savings. In the entire year, will I end up paying commission for the entire 3,000 lakhs? Into how much percentage, beta? 60 lakhs, sorry. 600 करते हैं, हाँ. Interest, guys, 487.5 lakhs पे पूरे साल के लिए 12% पे करना पड़ेगा ना. He will charge into 3 by 12, into 3 by 12, into 3 by 12. ऐसे continuous करते रहेगा बेटा. At once I will give only into 3 by 12. But for the entire year, won't it become into 12%? How much? Total बेटा 118 point. Savings में बेटा bad debts कितना save कर रहे हो? ठीक है. What is your saving beta here? What is your net saving, guys? Sorry, net cost. मार खाएगा मेरे हाथ से आज पक्का. 118.5 lakhs बेटा minus 30 कितना ये? Percentage, guys. All of this better to receive what amount in advance? 487.5 lakhs. 9? मैच हो गया बेटा. That's the answer. वो खुशी देखो आंसर मैच हो रहा ना बस है. क्या हुआ दिया? रिश्ता पक्का हो गया. तो इतनी खुश क्यों हो रही बेटा आंसर मैच हो रहा है तो. Guys, are we clear, guys? What is the different point that we are learning here, guys, about factoring is there is no upfront payment. We do not know, guys, whether it is actually being deducted upfront or not. The question says 65% is being given in advance. I'm directly taking 65%. That means you are assuming beta commission and interest is not payable upfront. अब ऐसा क्यों बेटा? Otherwise answers match ही नहीं होंगे. उनकी मर्जी है. There's no doubt about it as such beta. We are all going to write down to ICI and tell them कि please follow a standard approach. I've been raising these issues before also, guys. Through my own channels I tell them कि we cannot keep having a multiple questions के answers change हुए बेटा over the years. If you bring it to their notice only, no, they will know कि ऐसा ऐसा उल्टा हो रहा है बोल के. It is our job बेटा to bring it to their notice कि we cannot expect no to gamble in the examination कि यहाँ पे ऐसा करना है क्या, यहाँ पे ऐसा करना है क्या बोल के बेटा. But are we clear about this? Let us just read the last part also, guys. I'll finish off that also, 5th bit. Go to the next table, guys. Next paragraph. Without yawning. The entity is also घर पे नहीं बैठे so. The entity is also considering funding a part of working capital by bank loan. For this purpose, bank has stipulated it will grant 75% of net current assets as advance against working capital. You already computed your net working capital, guys. कितना है? 7 crores, 25 lakhs, 41,006. Isn't that net current assets? Net current assets मतलब current assets minus current liabilities. All right. Can you multiply that by 75%? एक ही आंसर है जो मैच हो रहा है. परसेंटेज कंप्यूट करने की जरूरत ही नहीं है बेटा आगे. Yes or no, guys? But we still have to consider, guys. The bank has quoted an interest rate of 16.5% with the condition of opening a current account with it, which will require 10% of loan amount to be average minimum balance. कुछ लेना देना ही नहीं है, मतलब इट्स easy guys. It's like this, but I'm telling you I will give you a loan of 100 rupees, but you should keep 10 rupees with me. So how much are you utilizing? But you are still giving me interest of 16.5. 16.5 divided by 90, वो भी मैच हो गया. Are you getting the point guys? ये सब ना बेटा मैं तुम्हारे को कॉस्ट ऑफ डेट में पढ़ाया हूँ. That you should always remember. I give you examples like this. Imagine I give you a loan of 100 rupees, but I tell you that I will keep 90 rupees in my pocket only, but I'll give you only 10 rupees. Shouldn't you compute cost of debt as a percentage of 10 rupees? Net proceeds जब पढ़ा रहा था बेटा, I gave all of these examples. So isn't this indirectly banker is doing that only? No, banker is telling me I'll give you 100, but you should keep 10 rupees with me only. Indirectly beta we are able to utilize only, but we are still paying interest on what amount? Shouldn't I compute that interest as a percentage of 90 rupees? That will become my effective cost of debt. Are you getting the point guys? समझ में आया क्या बोला बेटा मैं? Fifth bit guys, I'll just write, you copy later. Net current assets मतलब what beta? Current working capital. Online students, I hope you got it beta. Working capital. How much is that beta? 7 crores. ठीक है. Now bank loan beta is 75% of net current assets. That will be how much beta? 5 crores 44 lakhs 6,250. Now if loan amount is 100, if loan amount is 100 guys, what will be the amount of deposit to be maintained with bank? Deposit to be maintained with bank is 10 rupees, correct? That means net proceeds beta will only be, but interest banker किस पे levy करेगा? Interest beta will be on 100. That will be 16.5% of 100 guys, 16.5 rupees. My cost of debt will become interest amount divided by net proceeds. 16.5 divided by 90, 18 point हो गया. Are you getting the point? Yes or no guys? चलो बेटा finish it. कहाँ से कॉपी करना है? पूरा ना, option 1 option 2. Start guys. Yes बेटा. हो गया गाइस? ఏమైంది? पिछले क्वेश्चन में जाओ बेटा. तुम्हारे को पिन पेज क्या मिला? तुमको ज्यादा ही लिख रहे. वैभव ये सिर्फ दूसरों के बातों में मजे लेता. किड्स, are you all clear about this? कितने और? 4 बाकी है ना? काउंट कर रहे हैं ना तब से? Yes, kids, have you all done? Any doubt in this? Sir, why does the bank charge interest on 100 when it is allowing only 90 to use? अभी जा रहा बेटा, मैं गाड़ी निकाला नीचे से, उसके पास ही जाके पूछ के आई विल गेट बैक टू यू. हाँ नहीं बेटा, फेडरल बैंक लोन नहीं दे रहा, दूसरा बैंक दे रहा. ये गधे बच्चे देख, फेडरल बैंक के पास जाके पूछ के आओ कहते. हाँ SBI नको बेटा, लंच ब्रेक पे गए होंगे वो लोग. यार युग, तू आराम से इन लोगों से बात कर ले बेटा. वंशिका, तन्वी, दे विल टेल यू ऑल द डिटेल्स. तुम लोग डिसाइड कर लो, ठीक है? दिव्या, दिव्या को से बात कर ले बेटा. हाँ ठीक है, बोली वो भी. क्या हुआ तेरा, ध्यान नहीं है पढ़ाई पे? अच्छा, लड़ाई तो नहीं हुई ना दोस्तों के साथ? अकेले अकेले बैठे सब. ऋतिक हो गया बेटा 15th वाला? शुरू करें? पक्का? चलो गाइस, 15th वन गाइस. बेटा पूरा खत्म करना ही है बेटा. वो एक्सप्रेशंस दो ही मत मेरे पक्का दूंगा बेटा, 2 देने वाला होमवर्क. हाँ ये 1 आई एम गोइंग टू स्ट्राइक आउट ऑफ सिलेबस बोल के अभी. adjusted present value wala beta, it is no longer relevant. They removed that question from our material also, guys. If you still want me to solve, guys, I can solve it. It'll barely take 2 minutes. I'll do it, guys. Take it. RNOC is a listed company and has been facing a cash crunch situation since a while. Guys, question bada beta, but answer is very simple. Very simple, believe me. The CFO is of the opinion that excess stock maintained as per the instructions of management of the company is this is the exact same material that you have, guys, in front of you. Instead of trying to read from the screen, guys, it would be better that you can directly look at the material. क्या शाबाश कभी सोचा ऐसा easy रहेगा बोल के? वो इतना मुश्किल से देख रहा है यहाँ पे. Concentration हो रहा किस पे सर? However, so guys, CFO का opinion क्या है बेटा? That we are maintaining way too much stock. ठीक है? That is resulting in cash crunch. मतलब your funds are getting blocked. However, the management states that its product line requires larger amount of inventory due to greater variety of product line. Let me read like I'm in assembly beta. And customer may ask for any type of product. To maintain competitive advantage, the company should be able to cater to customer needs as and when required. The management is highly critical of the collection team as the management feels that they're not collecting the receivables within time as per industry standards. You've been hired by the company as a financial consultant. ऐसा लग रहा न्यूज़ पढ़ रहे हैं. Alright guys, management has provided you the latest audited financial statements and also relevant industry statistics. You are required to advise the company to improve its liquidity position. They're dependent on you better to improve their liquidity position. बर्बाद करेंगे उनको अभी. You do not have to go through the entire profitability statement. You will not remember any of the values, will you guys? If you can better, please read. I will ask you questions. Do not refer to that. So they've given us a detailed profitability statement, guys. Alright. And then they've given us a detailed. Good to know, guys, that you know it's a balance sheet. Next, guys. Industry standards, guys. These are industry standards. Receivable turnover is 90 days. Inventory turnover is 100 days. Payable turnover is, if it is days better, it is not actual turnover ratio, it is holding period. अगर days में दे रहा है ना बेटा, let them use the word receivable turnover. It is actually receivables collection period. Are you getting the point? Net asset turnover 4 times. The company has set certain standards for the upcoming year financial status. We will read that later बेटा, irrelevant now. अभी तक जो भी है बेटा, that is relevant for the first couple of MCQs. ठीक है? एक बार quickly P&L देख लो बेटा. Do not try to remember the values, just the sidings to know what all things are there. Please go through the P&L. देख लिए बेटा. बच्चों हो गया. Now guys, let us read the first bit. Most important बेटा, ये भी एक कहीं तो भी दिया था ना. All the ratios are based on. कहाँ पे गया बेटा statement? ये underline कर लो ना बेटा please. All the ratios are based on closing figures. Yug says he doesn't want to talk. But the students in class said same here. Alright guys. Now with our first bit, what is the inventory turnover ratios in days and whether assertion of CFO is correct? What's the formula for inventory turnover ratio? COGS divided by average inventory. But question क्या बोल रहा है? Please take. So COGS divided by closing inventory. Average की जगह closing बेटा. COGS कितना है इस क्वेश्चन के हिसाब से? Sales minus gross profit बेटा is COG. अच्छा दिया हुआ है ना यहाँ पे, सॉरी बेटा. 76 lakhs 40,000. That divided by closing stock 38 lakhs 60,000. 1 point, एक 4-5 डेसिमल पॉइंट लो बेटा एंड इन्वर्टेड 365 डिवाइडेड बाय दैट. 365 डेज ही है ना बेटा, कुछ नहीं दिया. 185 days guys. Isn't that the answer guys? And is the assertion of the CFO correct? वो क्या बोल रहा था बेटा? That we are unnecessarily maintaining a very high amount of inventory. How do you know the assertion of CFO is correct बेटा? Industry average inventory turnover कितना है? Industry is maintaining inventory worth 100 days and we are maintaining inventory worth 185 days. Are we not maintaining an abnormally higher amount of inventory guys? Yes or no guys? So that is why the assertion of CFO is correct. Is that clear? Can we write this answer? guys समझ में आया ना बेटा? क्वेश्चन ऐसे दिखने में बहुत बड़ा था guys. It is very very simple. What is your COGS guys? 70 76 40. Closing stock बेटा 38 lakhs 60,000. This is your closing stock guys. So we are answering the first bit guys. Inventory turnover ratio guys would be, the question says please compute it on the basis of closing value. So COGS divided by closing stock 76 lakhs 40,000 divided by 38 lakhs 60,000. How much will this be guys? 1.9793. Inventory holding period beta will become 365 days beta divided by 1.9793 guys. How much will that be beta? 184.44. 408 days. That is 185 days beta. Maybe they have taken inventory turnover ratio only to 2 decimal points, जो भी लिए बेटा, and that is why they're getting a slightly variant answer. And do not forget बेटा, industry average कितना है? 100 days. So CFO is correct. हाँ या ना बेटा? That is the answer to the first bit guys. The CFO is correct because we are maintaining an abnormally higher amount of inventory. The second bit better. Receivables turnover guys. Management क्या बोल रहा था बेटा? Management states that its product lines requires larger amount of inventory due to a greater variety of product line and customer may ask for any kind of product. And the management is highly critical of the collection team because we are not realizing the time, we are not realizing the amount within time. बोल के sentence दिया हुआ है. So we will now compute our inventory turnover, receivables collection period, compare with industry. If you are actually not realizing in time, we will say correct. समझ में आ रहा है नहीं आ रहा है? Now guys, so for the second bit beta, can you all compute receivables turnover? Basically receivables guys, collection period. How will you compute beta? What's the formula for receivable turnover ratio? Average receivables की जगह क्या लिखेंगे बेटा डायरेक्टली? Closing receivables. Correct दिव्या? कितना है बेटा credit sales? 125 lakhs. And what is your closing receivable beta? Balance sheet 39 lakhs 97,000. How much is your turnover ratio guys? 1273 times. What will be your receivable holding period guys? Receivable holding period guys will be 365 divided by 3.12731. That is approximately how many days? So is the management correct? Because what is the industry average collection period? Industry average beta receivables holding period na guys, sorry, receivables collection period. Industry average collection period beta is 90 days. Yes, management is correct. We are not realizing payment in management is correct. We are not realizing payment in within time. We are slow in realization. But some Mahan person beta also said in our class that slower the better. Yes or no guys? Should drive slowly. He will listen to this later. बेचारा ऐसे ही उसके मारते हैं. हो गया बेटा ये भी सबका. Yes, management is correct. We are slow in realization. Are you all clear guys? Can you read the next question beta? What is the expense ratio of the company? What is the expense company needs to incur for earning 1 rupee of revenue in the last year? When they talk like this beta, they're talking about operating ratio, not just operating expense ratio. If you use the word operating expense ratio beta, you will not end up including COGS. So when they talk about this, I repeat, what are they referring to? Operating ratio. Operating ratio includes COGS, selling and distribution expenses, admin expenses. Please do not take non-operating items anywhere into consideration. Those are not relevant for earning revenue. समझ में आ रहा है guys? So expense incurred beta will be equal to COGS plus operating expenses. That operating expenses includes admin expenses and selling and distribution. What is COGS guys? 76 lakhs. What is your operating expenses? 29 lakhs 10,000. Collectively guys, 105.5 lakhs. What will be your operating expense ratio guys? Operating ratio, I'm so sorry beta. 105.5 lakhs to generate a revenue of 125 lakhs. Point. This is the answer. समझ में आया नहीं आया? 0.844 guys is the answer. We are incurring an expenditure of 0.844 rupees to generate every revenue guys. 1 rupee of revenue. Yes kids, have you all done? Now guys, वो जो बचा हुआ information है ना, that will become relevant. That is for the next year. पहले ये हो गया तो बोलो बेटा, then I'll read. हो गया सबका ये? The company has set certain standards for the upcoming year financial status. All the ratios are based on closing figures and financial statements. Equity share capital to reserves will be 1:1. It is not equity to reserves and surplus. It is equity share capital to equity share capital plus reserves and surplus collectively beta will be 2 rupees. Out of that 1 rupee will be equity share capital, 1 rupee will be reserves and surplus because the ratio is 1:1. Yes or no guys? Let us concentrate only on this beta as of now. What is the equity share capital of the previous year? 30 lakhs. Do you really think share capital will change every year? Don't you think share capital beta will remain same? Guys, share capital does not change, guys. Reserves and surplus will. Are you getting the point, guys? So my share capital will be 30 lakhs. How much will be reserves and surplus? Are you getting the point beta here? Net profit ratio is 15%. अभी मतलब बेटा अपन को net profit मालूम रहना चाहिए क्या है. Without that I will not use this, because using this only I'll get sales figure. हाँ या ना guys? So now tell me beta, how do I get my sales figure? Where is net profit? Excellent beta, both of you. Reserves and surplus of last year कितना है? Current year reserves and surplus? Difference in reserves and surplus? That is profit. Did we do this in one question of ratios? Remember beta, there was one question which कुछ भी नहीं दिया था. I said we do not have an option. We have to assume that increase in retained earnings is profit, assuming no dividends were paid. यहाँ पे they should have given beta that dividends are not paid. That would have made more sense. But we cannot help it beta. We will assume that dividends are not paid, and that is why net profit equals increase in reserves and surplus. That is 12 lakhs. 12 lakhs divided by 15%. Sorry beta, कितना? I will get sales as 80 lakhs. Don't you think my cost of goods sold will become 40 lakhs because gross profit is also 40 lakhs? Yes or no, guys? Long-term debt to equity is 0.5. अब equity does not mean only equity share capital. ऐसे ratio में बेटा equity means equity share capital plus. How much is equity share capital plus reserves and surplus? How much will be long-term debt? We got one bit better projected long-term debt. हाँ या ना guys? Next, debtors turnover ratio 100 days. Do we know sales? Using sales beta into 100 divided by 365. What is my debtors? 20. करेक्ट है, पॉइंट्स में आ रहा है. टेंशन ना को लो, नीचे वर्किंग कैपिटल दिख रहा है पॉइंट्स में, मतलब ऐसे समझ में आ रहा है ना? हाँ बोलो, आंसर कितना है? This is my debtors, guys. Creditor turnover ratio, guys. You understood, guys? How did we get debtors? 80 lakhs into 100 divided by 80 lakhs ain't, sir. Sales into collection, guys. We did this in every question of working capital, guys. Creditors turnover ratio, guys. What's the actual formula? Credit purchases divided by average creditors. अब एक तो भाई साहब बोल रहा है based on COGS. That means in the numerator you should take and not purchases. And in the denominator we already know it is based on closing creditors. COGS is 40 lakhs. How much will be creditors? Into 100 divided by 365. 10 lakh. This is my debtors. Opening inventory beta. 70% of opening inventory is closing inventory. Do you already know last year's का closing stock? उसका 70% will become current year's closing stock. 8 lakhs 60,000. Cash balance is always same. Assumed to be same. Did we get all current assets and current liabilities? But most important point beta is that increase in reserves and surplus. If you figure out that, बाकी पूरा question beta you'll automatically know. Are we clear about this? Shall we start, guys? Fourth bit, guys. This is all for next year, guys. Do not forget beta, unless otherwise given, equity share capital will remain. Unless otherwise given, equity share capital will remain same. So equity share capital by reserves and surplus beta will be 1:1. 30 lakhs divided by reserves and surplus would be 1/1. Therefore reserves and surplus beta will be equal to how much? Guys, 30 lakhs. Reserves and surplus beta will be equal to 30 lakhs. Correct, kids? Last year reserves and surplus कितना था? 18 lakhs. Current year reserves and surplus 30 lakhs. What is the increase in reserves and surplus? Assume no dividend. Therefore net profit equals Assume no dividend declared. Therefore, net profit is equal to 12 lakhs. Correct, guys? Your net profit will be directly equal to the amount of increase in reserves and surplus. Now, beta, what is your net profit ratio? 15%. Net profit ratio, guys, is 15%. Correct, beta Tanya? So, what will be your sales, guys? Sleepy, beta? Not feeling well again. 12 lakhs by 15%, guys. How much is that? 80 lakhs is the amount of sales. समझ में आ रहा है, guys? Gross profit ratio कितना है, guys? 50%. What will be your COGS? COGS? 80 lakhs minus 50%, बेटा, that is 40 lakhs. उसको मतलब ऑडिट की दुनिया में COGS ही बोलते हैं बेटा. COGS हम लोग क्लास में करते हैं, but everywhere else it's COGS only. So anyways, beta, the COGS is 40 lakhs, guys. Now, first one क्या बेटा? Using long term debt to equity बाद में यूज करेंगे, पहले working capital कर लेंगे. हाँ या ना, guys? Current assets, guys. Debtors beta is equal to sales into 100 by 365. 80 lakhs into 100 by 365. How much is that? 21 lakhs 781. 21 lakhs 91,781. Inventory beta 70% of opening stock. Last year का stock कितना था? 38 lakhs. So current year stock 27 lakhs 2,000. Cash balance beta same as last year. How much? 25 lakhs. Correct, kids? 3 lakhs 2 lakh 30. Same as previous question. तो तुम लोग कहाँ चले गए रे? उसके previous question. It is same as previous year, guys, not same as previous question. Previous question it was 25 lakhs. Guys, continue करो बेटा. How much is the amount, guys? कितना बोला था मैं total current assets? 51 lakhs. How much is your current liabilities? Creditors beta is based on COGS. So we'll take COGS into how much beta? 100 divided by 365. COGS कितना है? 40 lakhs into 100 by 365. Short term investments, we did not give anything, no beta. So not there. Last year balance sheet, my current year, we do not have information, no. Guys, last year's balance sheet में there's short term investments, guys. Current year balance sheet में there's no information given. That means there's no short term investments. बेच खाए होंगे. मतलब we needed money, we sold the investments, guys. Those are short term investments, no beta. How much is this? 10,95,000. Working capital बेटा मैच हो गया guys, perfect. Working capital beta is 40 lakhs 27,891. What will be the amount of long term debt guys? Long term debt भी compute कर लो guys. Total equity Harsh is how much beta? It's 30 lakhs plus 30 lakhs guys, it is 60 lakhs. So Harsh, using long term debt to equity, how much will be the amount of long term debt? What is the ratio given as? Are you sure? Then I'm Harsh. Do you want to answer on his behalf? Why better? 30 lakhs is the amount of long term debt, guys. Any doubt in this? Sure, guys. Wait कर रहे बस तो खत्म कर. Guys, go back to question number 8, guys. Jara relax. 8th question, guys. If you're all done with this, but let's proceed to the 8th question. Yes, guys. This question beta is given in your study material. There's only one small problem with the question. I will rectify that as beta and then we'll continue. Twigato, which is nowhere related to Zomato, is an all equity finance company because Zomato is not all equity finance company in food delivery business. It is considering an expansion into quick grocery delivery business and hence acquired Blinkit. It is a market leader in the current food delivery business with a valuation of 5,750 crores. From the discussion in the recent fundraising meeting with the venture capitalist, it has been noted that quick delivery business is expected to be run for 6 years, after which it will be sold to another entity for a target valuation of 2 times of the amount of investment made in the business segment. So whatever investment that we are making in it, uska into 2 times में बेच खाएंगे. We will sell the business. Are we clear, guys? The new segment will be funded by debt, preference and equity in the ratio of 3:2:5. The quick grocery delivery would require 30 crores of investment to start with, and subsequently it will require additional investment of 20 crores at the start of year 2 and 25 crores of infusion in the start of year 4. कितना invest करे बेटा total तुम लोग? 30 plus 20 plus 25. How much did we invest? You will end up selling it for 150 crores at the end of 6th year. Twice the amount invested. Yes or no, beta? Our target valuation is 150 crore rupees at the end of 6th year, guys. We will end up selling this business for 150 crore rupees. Any doubt in this? Next. The operating financials of the business is expected to be on the following lines for the first year of operation. The number of quick orders are 10,000 per day. Number of overnight orders are 2,000 per day. Ticket sizes, quick orders 5,000 orders. 5,000 orders will be below 500. 3,000 orders will be between 500 and 1,000. 2,000 orders above 1,000 with average ticket size being 700 rupees per order. So if you want to know the total order value, it is 10,000 orders multiplied by 700 rupees. How 700 rupees? Average ticket size is 700. ये सब बेटा ये लोग average revenue size से ही जाते हैं. Everywhere बेटा where a lot of consumers are involved, ARPU, average revenue per customer per यहाँ पे delivery is important as such, guys. Next, delivery charges are applicable for orders below 500, which is flat 40 rupees per order. Isn't this the revenue for Zomato? How many orders are below 5,000? Below 500 rupees beta. How many orders? Every day 5,000 orders are below 500. So 5,000 orders multiplied by 40 rupees. Per day कितना आएगा? 2 lakhs. You are going to generate this 2 lakhs beta for 365 days in a year. That will become a revenue of 7.3 crore rupees. Yes or no, guys? 730 lakhs beta, 7.3 crores is the amount of revenue that you're going to generate. Any doubt in this? This is from what beta? Delivery charge. The company would charge 5% of invoice value from seller of the quick delivery products and 7% in case of overnight delivery. Now tell me, guys, in a day, how many orders? 10,000. Day की बात कर रहा हूँ, night वाले छोड़ो. 10,000 orders. What is the average delivery size? 700 rupees. We are charging 5% of commission from them. 700 rupees into 5%. 35 rupees per order अलग से seller से आएगा बेटा. जैसे when you order on Swiggy as such बेटा, you are indirectly paying a commission of 20% बेटा to Swiggy. थोड़े cases में 25% भी रहता है. ठीक है. एंड प्लस फॉर द नेम टू अपीयर ऑन टॉप बेटा, जब भी तुम लोग एरिया में ब्राउज कर रहे हो बेटा, फॉर द नेम टू अपीयर ऑन टॉप दे हैव टू पे एडिशनल 35,000 40,000 पर मंथ, ताकि उनके ऑर्डर्स बढ़े. हुएवर पेज दैट अमाउंट एज सच बेटा ऑब्वियसली गेट्स पेड मोर, दे गेट मोर ऑर्डर्स एंड दे गेट जनरेट मोर रेवेन्यू. बट वट एवर यू ऑर्डर गाइज ऑन दीज प्लेटफॉर्म्स यू हैव टू पे टू Swiggy, Zomato. That is included in the price, but that's the revenue beta is almost 25%. Just if you're buying something worth 100, 25% beta goes to Swiggy, बाकी का 75 will go to the restaurant. उसके ऊपर बेटा आजकल वो पैकिंग चार्जेस ये वो सब लेवी कर रहे हैं. ऑब्वियसली बेटा दे वुड ट्राई टू बी प्रॉफिटेबल, नो. ऑल द वाइल दे हैव बर्न कैश गाइस. दे जस्ट वांटेड टू इनकलकेट दैट हैबिट अमंग कंज्यूमर्स कि ऑर्डर करो. नाउ वी आर ऑल यूज्ड टू ऑर्डरिंग एज सच गाइस. वी डू नॉट माइंड पेइंग दैट एडिशनल अमाउंट. इट्स कन्वीनियंस एज सच गाइस, बट देन दे आल्सो हैव टू मेक मनी इन द प्रोसेस. तो अभी बोलो बेटा सेलर से डे ऑर्डर्स का पर डे कितना आएगा? 10,000 ऑर्डर्स इनटू 10,000 ऑर्डर्स इनटू 35 रुपीज. यस और नो बेटा, कितना है पर डे? ऐसे कितने डेज इन अ ईयर? 3,50,000 मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 365, 12 crores 77 lakhs 50,000. This is the amount of revenue beta that you're going to get from these orders. Any doubt in this? Yes or no beta? Now night orders की बात करते हैं बेटा. It says overnight deliveries would be available to only subscription based customers and subscription charges are 5,000 per annum. Each overnight order is expected to have an average ticket size of how much per order? 750 rupees per order. 750 rupees पे कितना कमीशन आएगा? 7%. Can you multiply 750 into 7%? 52.5 rupees per order. How many orders per night guys? Into 2,000. 1,05,000 into 365 days. ये अलग से कमीशन आएगा ऑन ओवरनाइट ऑर्डर्स. वी कंप्यूटेड कमीशन ऑन डे ऑर्डर्स, वी कंप्यूटेड कमीशन ऑन नाइट ऑर्डर्स, वी कंप्यूटेड डिलीवरी चार्ज. बिलो 500 रुपीज आर वी नॉट गेटिंग डिलीवरी चार्ज गाइस. रात वालों के लिए डिलीवरी चार्ज नहीं है बिकॉज इट इज सब्सक्रिप्शन बेस्ड मॉडल. यस और नो? ओनली दोज कस्टमर्स हु अवेल दिस सब्सक्रिप्शन ऑफ 5,000 पर annum as such guys will be given night deliveries. Otherwise you will not give them any night deliveries. Now guys, it's अभी सबसे बड़ा मिस्टेक यहाँ पे हुआ है बेटा उनसे. It says each subscription based customer is expected to place order every alternate day on an average. I want you to think and tell me how many customers do we have who are going to pay 5,000 rupees per annum in a year. Do not forget there are 2,000 orders that we are receiving every night and every customer is likely to place an order on every alternate day. 4? Excellent. 4,000 customers. The 2,000 people who are ordering today will not order tomorrow. They will order day after tomorrow. That means कल जो order कर रहे हैं वो अलग 2,000 लोग हैं. But the cycle repeats thereafter guys. Every second day they are ordering. That means we have only 4,000 customers who have availed this subscription. They have taken 1,000 customers. Divided by 2 कर दिए बेटा computation में. Instead of writing into 2. समझ में आ रहा है? But if there are only 1,000 customers beta who are paying subscription, the sentence should have been every customer is expected to place order twice every night. Then the number of customers beta would have been, I will change this sentence. What will you write beta? Every customer is expected to place order twice every day. ऐसा क्या खा रहा है उसको ही मालूम, बट छोड़ दो. हाँ, we should not comment on that. Twice every day guys. So the number of customers will become 1,000. It is just to match the answer with them, beta. ना other आगे के answers match नहीं होंगे. Meanwhile, we'll also write beta to them. If they're changing the answer, we'll also change. But there is no way, beta, that you have 1,000 customers if you're receiving 2,000 orders every night and customers are placing order every second day. समझ में आ रहा है नहीं आ रहा है guys? So how much subscription money will you receive, guys, from 1,000 customers? 1,000 customers into 5,000 per annum. Into 365 मत करना, that is 5,000 per annum. Per night who will pay subscription of 5,000? ठीक है, वो खुद ही घूमता बेचारा हर जगह गाड़ी लेके. 50 lakhs, guys. Did we get all the revenues, beta? Yes or no, guys? Now, the quantity of orders is expected to grow at the rate of 20%, 15%, 10%, 5% for the first 4 years of operations. ये जो भी तुम लोग revenues करें ना बेटा, if orders are increasing by 20%, 15%, 10%, 5%, can I also increase my revenues by 20%, 15%, 10%, 5%? Yes or no? Why should I all compute beta पूरा का पूरा again? Can I simply increase my revenue? Now, to attract prospective customers, it is likely to spend heavily on advertising in initial years. The advertising and promotional activities would cost 7, 8, 10 in year 1 to 3 respectively. Expenditure beta, ये capital budgeting का question है beta. This is normal expenditure. Yes. Remuneration to delivery partners will be 15,000 per annum fixed plus 20 rupees per delivery. Each delivery partner can on an average deliver 30 orders per day. Now guys, can you please add up the total orders? 10,000 plus 2,000. 12,000 divided by 30 orders. Each delivery partner can order 400 deliveries. Yes or no? 400 delivery partners. Correct, beta? An additional provision of 50% of extra delivery partners is to be made. Add 50% to that. So you will not have 400 delivery partners, you will have 600 delivery partners. All of these people should be given a salary of 15,000 per month into 12 months. 10 crore. This is only salaries as such, guys. 600 into 15,000 into 12. Into 12 नहीं करें ना तुम लोग. हाँ, 10 crore 80 lakhs. Fixed salaries है delivery partners को. इसके अलावा guys 12,000 orders per day जो है, including overnight orders, into how much beta you have to pay them? How much will that become, guys? That is per day into 365 days. This is the additional amount payable to them. Guys, ऐसे into करने का बहुत है बेटा क्वेश्चन में, but है बहुत simple question. It is not complicated. You should know what are the expenses to be considered. Are you getting the point, guys? Don't you think even this will increase by 15%, 10, 20%, 15%, 10%, 5% for the next 4 years? हाँ या ना, guys? అర్థమవుతుందా చెప్పింది? But I'm not computing per delivery on number of partners. I'm computing on number of orders. So number of orders is anyways for 400 delivery partners only, no? Guys, did I compute 20 rupees per delivery, guys, for 600 delivery partners or 12,000 orders per day? So am I not taking it based on actual orders only? Yes or no, beta? Reality में कितना मिलता है बेटा उनको? पहले they used to get paid 36 rupees as such, guys, per delivery if the delivery is within 4 kilometers. Now they've reduced it further. This is the amount that is payable to them. Now, IT infrastructure and customer care expenses would amount to rupees 8 crores each year. Normal expenditure, guys, to be considered. Income tax allows, another important point, guys. Income tax allows depreciation at the rate of 20% per annum. So guys, if you are depreciating something at the rate of 20%, remember maximum depreciation can be for 5 years. Maximum कितना साल का रहेगा बेटा? It cannot be for more than 5 years. అర్థమవుతుందా? Initial cost that I paid as such beta is how much? 30 crores. This 30 crores I will depreciate over the first 5 years. 6 crores, 6 crores, 6 crores, 6 crores. Yes or no? This additional 20 crores beta will come from second year till 6th year. But ये जो 25 crores है इसके ऊपर depreciation will come only for 3 years. You do not have to compute profit or loss on sale of fixed asset. We are not selling asset. We are selling the business. For what amount I told you in the beginning? 150 crores. समझ में आ रहा है? हो गया बेटा question. Only one mistake. What was what, guys? वो जो number of subscriptions है ना बेटा, वो लोग divide by 2 करे, वो मत करो, ठीक है? The entire answer is there in ICS study material as well, guys. I've discussed. The point was that only, beta. Will you be able to do it? Yes or no, guys? You do not have to follow their presentation, guys. मैं जो बोला वैसे करो. वो लोग क्या करते हैं, मैं पूरे number of orders लिखते पहले. Less than 5,000 so many orders, 5,000 to 10,000 so many orders into 365 and all of that, and then they write. उससे अच्छा बेटा प्लस 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 करो ना यार, क्या करना है अपन को. आंसर तो वही आने वाला है. आंसर is not going to change. Point to be remembered is that number of overnight subscriptions is incorrect, but then we have changed the question. Now it will be correct. If they are expected to order twice every day, then the revenue is going to remain at 50 lakh rupees. It will not going to change. Any doubt in this part? Yes or no, guys? Will you be able to do that, guys? So that is question number 8, guys. Question number 11 also, guys. I'll discuss it. ये अलग ही है बेटा जी. नहीं देना चाहिए बेटा, because this question on its own as such बेटा can take about an hour as such, guys, to solve. Mr. Ronak is a doctor by profession. He has his own private hospital in Goa, having specialization in cardiac treatments. Excessive drinking cause impact on heart as such better. So good location as such, guys, to undertake cardiac treatments. However, nowadays Goa is not only a place for Goa not only being a place for tourists is also a place for business delegates, cultural people, politicians, students and other classes of people. ठीक है, हर कोई जा रहा है बेटा. Gradually, Goa is opening new windows for businesses and getting recognition as an important tourist and leisure hub in Southwest India. There are a number of hotels and resorts in Goa. However, the need still exists for more hotel services, in particular with the excellent service and because of the large number of visitors from all over the country and all walks of life always favor Goa state for their recreation. How many feel like Goa, guys? नहीं गए नहीं कोई भी. मेरे को तो कोविड में कुछ काम धंधा ही नहीं था बेटा. बोर हो रहा 3 दिन छुट्टी है गोवा, बोर हो रहा 3 दिन छुट्टी है गोवा, वही काम था. And used to drive down, guys. ड्राइव करना और भी मजा आता. So used to drive down from here to Pune, pick up my friend, from there go to Goa as such, guys, go back to Pune again to drop them and then come here. अभी बीच में ऐसा हो गया कि if you used to get to know that I have 3 days holidays, used to tell me are we going to Goa? Well, गए. It's like नहीं भाई, it is not that easy. चलो बेटा back. Mr. Ronak, although is a doctor by profession, is contemplating to establish a 5-star hotel at Goa. The hotel will consist of 5 floors. The hotel will include 40 normal rooms and 8 deluxe suites, as well as a restaurant and a couple of conference rooms with a small wedding hall on the ground floor. ठीक है बेटा, 40 rooms ये बेटा, बड़ा wedding hall तो रह नहीं सकता. Following at the estimated occupancy rate, including fare composition in table 1, being a 5-star hotel, breakfast would be complimentary, but lunch and dinner are on a la carte basis. फालतू का आवाज है guys. Hotel accommodation, guys, it says there are 40 rooms which will be occupied for how many days बेटा? 120 days. Average rent per room per day is 8,000 rupees. Growth rate in rent is 12%. Deluxe suites 8, 25,000 rent per day, 120 days occupancy. काय का 120 days occupancy? लोगे बेटा ये. 9% growth rate. Conference hall बेटा 3 lakh rupees. Restaurant में 27,000 sales per day. Using this बेटा you will get annual revenue. Will you get annual revenue using this? 40 rooms into 120 days into 8,000. 8 into मेरे को बोलने की जरूरत नहीं है, बस बोल रहा हूँ तुम्हारे को. कैलकुलेटर को रेस्ट करने दो. हाँ. For the sake of simplicity in calculation, growth rate to be applied only once after completion of 10 years. ये हुई ना बात बेटा. Otherwise, imagine for 15 years every day you're increasing, every year you're increasing plus 12%, plus 12%, plus 12%, plus 12%. Won't that complicate the process? इसलिए ये क्या बोल रहा है बेटा? Please assume that you will increase rents only after, and that too once. The estimated cost of land beta will be 250 million and the construction cost beta will be 100 million rupees. The estimated salvage value at the end of 15th year will be 25% of the cost of construction. The cost of furniture will be 1,50,000 for each room and 3,80,000 for each deluxe suite. The cost of the furniture for the conference room with wedding hall will be 7 lakhs each, and for restaurant it will be 10 lakhs. All of this beta is to arrive at the initial amount of capital expenditure. All right beta, it's 1 o'clock. In addition, the hotel will require 4 elevators at different locations which will be costing 35 lakh rupees each. The cost of buying and installing electronic appliances like TV sets, air conditioners, fridge, etc. will be around 35 million. पूरा होटल खोलना है तो क्या क्या करना है बोल के बोल रहा है बेटा तुम्हारे को वो. जस्ट दैट जमीन 25 करोड़ में नहीं मिलती, 1 एकड़ भी नहीं मिलती. 25 crores he is saying land cost बेटा कौन देगा बेटा तुम्हारे को land at 25 crores correct बेटा अनुष्का electronic appliances will have a salvage value of 15% of its acquisition cost at the end of 15 years. The hotel will be built by a renowned builder named Harihar Infrastructure. The builder estimated that the building will survive for 15 years only. Yes or no, guys? The required furniture will be supplied by the local reputed furniture company named Veru Furnishings Limited. They ensured that furniture will go for 10 years very smoothly. At the end of 10th year, new furniture for normal rooms and deluxe suites will be bought and old furniture for the same will be sold by the hotel owner. The owner of the hotel estimates that he would be able to purchase the required furniture at 15% higher price than the previous purchase price. The salvage values of the furniture at the end of 10th year will be 5% of the purchase prices with no book value remaining. Guys, ऐसी कुछ कहानी कंटिन्यू होती है बेटा. So, problem beta is that there are a lot of calculations as such, guys. Hell lot of calculations. They've made one mistake, guys. Elevators are depreciated at the rate of what percentage? If you depreciate something as such, guys, at 5%, या ना वो हाँ तो फिर वो चलेगा. There was something else that was being depreciated at a higher rate. No. ठीक है. So there are a lot of calculations as such, guys. The only problem beta is that you will not be able to finish the question as such, guys, in a time frame of 15-20 minutes. That is why the likelihood as such, guys, of such questions coming in the examination is less. But फिर भी beta, do not forget to, solve once. It is an RTP as such, beta. All the values are given. Answers will match as such, guys. But then it's just that it will take a little time for you to answer it. ठीक है? Will you be able to go through it? Yes or no, beta? एक क्वेश्चन जो बचा हुआ है बेटा प्लीज राइट दैट नॉट कवर्ड मतलब निकाल दो. कौन सा क्वेश्चन है बेटा वो? हाँ यू कैन जस्ट 9th नहीं बेटा हाँ 9th ही गाइस नॉट कवर्ड इन सिलेबस बोल के लिख देना. नॉट कवर्ड. ऑलराइट गाइस एनी डाउट इन दिस बेटा? There are also small MCQs as such, guys, at the end of each chapter, guys. What are we going to do with them? Solve them. Yeah, do solve them, guys, whenever you have time. In case you have any doubts in them, beta, please get back to me. So online students, beta, we have done the additional questions of FM. We have done all the case scenarios as well. That's the end of FM as well, beta. ये बच्चों में चिल्लाने की भी जान नहीं है, guys. They cannot even shout properly. हाँ. So guys, we are done with the entire group 2 beta. There's nothing left. In case something additional crops up as such, guys, there is some new question that we have to do. I will share it, guys. Do not worry about it. अभी जैसे Jan 25 attempt आने वाला है बेटा, उसका RTP आने वाला है. अगर कुछ दिखा नया तो we will discuss it. Do not worry about it. But then do not forget you need to practice just like what I told you beta for this thing also, guys. Costing also. That you need to practice 3 RTPs, 3 question papers and everything. All right. तुम लोग आधे लोग सुनने में इंटरेस्टेड ही नहीं हो बेटा बिकॉज तुम्हारी शक्लों से लग रहा है भाई हम ग्रुप 1 में भी है यहीं पे हम कहीं नहीं जा रहे. व्हाई आर यू टेलिंग अस ऑल ऑफ दिस नाउ बोल के. एनीवेज हम लोग जैन एंड जब फेमेंट में रहना तब यू टॉक अबाउट प्रिपरेशन स्ट्रेटेजी तब देखेंगे बोल के. ठीक है चलो गाइस ऑनलाइन स्टूडेंट्स एट द एंड ऑफ द सेशन बेटा बाय बाय. हाँ yes, signing off, guys. That's the end of group 2. Bye bye, guys. All the very best. See you guys. Wish you yes beta, wish you all guys a very very happy Diwali. The offline students are here beta, they're going to dance for some time and then go. Online students, you guys can dance at home beta, play some nice music and dance. All right, chalo beta, bye bye guys, happy Diwali once again. Bye bye.